All right, fellas, it's time to get this show on the road. Kai, Ultra, Onion, how you all doing today? Hope you've all had a good Tuesday or Wednesday if you're Ultra. Okay, everything's capturing okay. I want to turn game audio up just a smidge. Just woke up and got a few hours before work. Nice. Starting the security job? Alan, wake up. That's right. We'll see if he wakes up today. He's taking a long nap. All right. So we're gonna dive back into it. So last time we finished episodes 1 and 2. Alan and his wife showed up in Bright Falls. They got keys to a cabin, but not from who they were supposed to get the keys from. They got them from an evil dark witch instead of Carl Stuckey the Logger Man. And after arriving on the island, Alice, Alan's wife, tried to surprise him with a typewriter to jumpstart his writing career again. After 2 years of writer's block, he gets mad at her, charges out of the cabin, and when he comes back, she's gone. And then he wakes up a week later after a car crash. So shit's nutty. Shit's good. I hope that this cloud save is right. Okay, good.
Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
Hi, Randolph.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
And
Alan
episode 2
Wake.
consisted
The writer,
of
huh? I heard
Alan
on the radio you were visiting.
waking
Well,
up in a police
I'll show you her
department
trailer. That Rose,
and getting a
she's
call
nice
from a
girl.
kidnapper
Always
saying
pays
that
her
he
rent
has
on
her
time.
wife.
As
His
I was
wife.
saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspapers.
Now the
archives.
kidnapper is
This
demanding
place
we
is
give him a
crazy.
completed manuscript
His
for
appearances,
Alan's next
the
book,
mysterious
or we
deaths,
will not get
urban
his
legends
wife
come
back.
true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type
I was
myself.
trained at
I
one
don't hold
location
with that
last
sort
night,
of
got the
thing.
first day of training
Yeah,
at my second
okay.
location tonight.
Anyway,
Nice. Security is
There was an island
easy
there
as
owned
hell.
by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now,
It's
some
a
of the
good
articles
job
I
to
found
get,
about him make him out to be a famous
like,
writer, but I ran a bunch of searches.
writing
couldn't find
done,
a single thing he wrote.
D&D world building,
Zane was
shit like
heavily
that.
into diving, so much
When I
so
was
that the
security, I
place
even
came to
brought
be
my
called
Switch sometimes.
Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
There gotta be collectibles around here somewhere. Alan Wake is a writer. And a napper.
Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
Played my Switch for my shift last night. Nice. Need to work on my D&D, just so lazy.
Just follow
Hey,
me.
man.
It's not far.
I want to get back into DMing, but I'm very, very lazy too. And I just driving around the property, so I'll see how much of that I can do. Nice. You get a company car. Nice. I don't believe that there's not collectibles
Listen, I
around
got
here.
things to do. This place
Hush
don't
it,
run
Randolph.
itself.
I'm looking for collectibles, buddy. How'd that boat get there?
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
There just ain't enough hours in the day to prep campaign, stream, do day job. Yeah, we need like
give me a
see,
break,
I'm
mister.
so
Can
smart.
We just get a move
If only
on?
we had like a hidden extra hour that only certain people could see. Time is bullshit. Hi, Fia. Welcome in. How was work today? It has heat, which is the only thing I care about for the car right about now. Amen. Tell you about Alan Wake? Okay, so we are on episode 3 right now, so I gotta bump it back 2 episodes. Alan Wake is a writer. That's right, Kataruri.
Better.
Shut up, Mary. Bear. So in episode 1, Alan and his wife Alice arrive in this small, it's either Oregon or Maine town, Bright Falls, for a sweet little vacation. They're headed to a cabin on Cauldron Lake. They stop at a diner to get some keys for this cabin, and instead of getting the keys from the man who owns the cabin, they get it from an evil dark witch lady. So when they get to the cabin, Alice tries to surprise Alan with a typewriter to kickstart his writing career, which had died, almost dropped my controller, 2 years ago because of writer block. So Alan gets mad because he's a bad husband, and storms out, leaving his wife alone in the dark cabin. And when he comes back, she's gone. An evil witch lady is in our brain, and he wakes up a week later, like briefly following a car crash. And then trek through the woods, get to a gas station, fighting off evil dark men. You call the police at this gas station at the end of the woods. When you get to the police station, you get a call from a man who says he's a kidnapper, says he has your wife, and he wants to meet you alone in the woods at night. When you go to meet him, he demands that you deliver him a finished manuscript of this book that you're supposedly writing. But Alan has no idea what's going on. There's no book, there's no manuscript. There's not supposed to be. But he keeps finding pages of this manuscript scattered everywhere that predict the future. So he talks the kidnapper into giving him 2 days to gather up the rest of this manuscript in exchange for his wife. And that is where we are at now. We are on our way to the hostess of the diner from the beginning of the game, her trailer, because she apparently has the rest of this manuscript.
Local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the
Gonna
best
do
part.
another collectible sweep.
All
We've
the
got more of the
articles
trailer
about this
park.
stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp
Made perfect
lady?
timing with that summary,
Maybe a
bless.
little loopy,
I
but
try.
she's not homeless or anything.
I tried to get as much detail in as
She
I
knew
could.
both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
This detail is very important in this game, but I might not have done it justice, but that's okay. Don't think we have any more collectibles. I could have swore there was a radio around here, but maybe I'm just a wee crazy. A wee wild man. How's everyone's Tuesday? Had a very eepy Tuesday.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have
Alan
my
out here in his
manuscript?
tweed jacket
Oh.
with the hoodie. It's
Oh, yes.
it's a very homeless
Yes.
man look, isn't it?
Please, come in.
Hey,
Really
this
giving the
is
college
really
professor
good.
trying to connect with the young vibes.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Oh, what's... Oh...
Barry!
Also, EP just now getting home
What?
from work, so that's how my day's been.
Wha-
How's your Tuesday been? EP. It was a hectic day at work, so my body is very sore. Glad to be at home finally sitting.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife.
Oh shit, it's the
You
witch.
must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
What the? A
I
shrine
can't
to
tell reality
Alan?
from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor
Has
to
she
help
seen
me.
what this man's
She's an
wearing?
old
I
woman
wouldn't
in a funeral
build a
dress.
shrine to a
I
man
call her
wearing a
Barbara
fit like
Jagger.
this.
She's very
Rose
strict.
took a day from
I'm running
me.
faster
I had
and
less than
faster.
12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
But I know she's right.
Or Bear.
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
Rose?
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
That's right, Bear.
It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close.
He didn't even
My
let him
gun
finish
and
his first
flashlight were
monologue before
gone.
starting the
I'd have to
second.
find a way to
Yeah.
get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was... Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Oh shit. Randolph,
waste.
you snitch. Oh, there's the radio. See, I'm not crazy.
I just stepped outside to
Maybe
catch
a little
breath of
bit.
fresh air, and let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy.
Take it away, Pat.
Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
What's up, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know?
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had you know...
I should have done this with the TV monologue. Just stood and listened to it instead of walking out into the living room right away.
I heard something like that, Walt.
Daddy's my best friend, and,
Walt's going nuts. This man is not okay.
alone here at the window, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there.
Poor Walt, that's
Let's
right.
take a
I
little
hope
break.
Walt has a
This
good
weather's
night.
really something.
You know, Walt seems like he's having a rough go. We want the best for our poor Walty Walt. So we already got a thermos over here. Oh, hi, Randolph. You fucking snitch. Any more collectibles hiding about?
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl. This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest. You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Triple A!
Alan's not a very good listener.
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry
Forgot about
behind,
this guy.
but
Forgot
there was
about
no way
Nightingale.
I'd miss my appointment with the
I
kidnapper.
shouldn't have. We got a page about him in the last stream.
Get after him! Don't let him get away! Move it! Move it! Move it! I'll have your chance if you let him get away!
Oh, the air's getting spooky. I sure hope no Taken are out here waiting for us.
Stop running! We have the suspect in sight!
No, you don't.
Okay, men.
You don't got shit, Grandpa's.
Gonna try to make it through here. See him?
Oh, damn.
Fan out! Over here! Over here!
Oh shit.
Keep away! Keep an eye out!
They really, you slip behind one rock and they give up the hunt.
Keep an eye out!
They're like fucking Elder Scrolls guards. I think we gave him the slip.
He's gone! Come on, guys! We need to head him off!
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Everything we see or hear on those manuscript page collectibles eventually comes true. And those have all apparently been written by Alan, but he has no clue. No memory of writing them. Oh, it's spooking time. There's a page, there's a page, there's a page.
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. "Pretty girl," she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
We need a flashlight and a gun. So if we run into Taken out here, we're dead meat without them. Oh, they haven't given up the chase yet. They're still down there.
Stay sharp! This way! Over here! Hey! Who's that? You are,
Poor guys.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
How'd this car get here?
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputy?
Geek writer.
I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over.
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who's that?
They busted out a helicopter for this hunt?
You on the ground.
Oh shit, fellas.
There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
Get him, boys. Get him. Mess him up. Good job, boys. Good job. That's a big explosion for one helicopter. What do you see with your special eyes, Ryder? Can we zoom in further? Just 2 times. What am I looking for? I'm gonna get jump scared, aren't I? If I keep looking around. I find what I'm supposed to be looking for. Huh. Well, I don't want to shit my pants, so just leave that be. Another radio.
This is James. Mulligan Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody.
They got Bear Bear?
Put up a fighter and...
Oh, shit.
Hey, what are you doing? Come on.
Sit down and give me that.
I didn't know you switched to Firewatch.
Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over.
Cool, Nightingale's a little turn.
Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both of them. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over.
This bed doesn't look very comfortable.
Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
It's so low, too. You're barely off the ground. Oh, there's another pair. Okay. This is going to be the one that...
I could see the lights at the radio station in the distance.
Or not. Alright, away we go. To the radio station.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine. Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Give me flashlight. Give me gun. Oh shit. We got an achievement for finding 25 coffee thermoses. Okay, first try. Last stream, I messed up the generator minigame on 4 different generators. I'm not going to be that big of a failure today. Oh, another possessed gate. Just in time for a flashlight. There we go. Now we need a gun. We're all set.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Not what I wanted, but it'll do. Hey, what's up, fellas? Easy peasy. Back. That didn't get all of them. Nope. And Alan cannot sprint for long. Dude runs out of breath faster than me. More flashbangs. Another radio.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat May.
Take it away, Pat.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10-15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
What a good guy Milt is. Looking out for the neighborhood. I don't think that your local radio host is the guy to call about a gunfight at your local trailer park.
You are under arrest.
Let's calm down, boys. Oh, an achievement for killing 4 Taken with 1 flashbang.
Touched by the dark
So
presence,
talented.
Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
Whole bottle. That's a lot of pills. Isn't that enough to, like, seriously fuck somebody up? I guess it would depend on, like, how big of a dose each pill was, how heavy the person taking the pills was. Oh. Oh, treasure. Treasure inside the mine? Yes, treasure inside the mine. Boys? Once again, I'd like to ask you all to leave me alone. Let me loot in peace. Oh, normal flares too. Okay. Good, good, good. There's a cop car down there. Cop cars have guns in them. Please have a gun in you. Please have a gun in you. No more flashbangs. Hey, boys. I respect that you're carrying around exactly the tool I need to get the job done in this situation, but I don't think police usually carry flashbangs on them. We're almost there. The radio station is in sight. Oh, why'd that one go off so fast? One big guy standing between us and the exit. Is this gate open? Can we just run past him? Yeah, we can.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Thermos.
Hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
How are we doing on collectibles? Let's see, 36 out of 106 manuscripts and just over a quarter of the thermoses. Almost got all the radios, just about half of the TV shows, not even half of the signs.
Well,
They'll have to try to sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
Are those all collectibles? Yeah. Everything below the signs is DLC, I think. But, that's not a lot of DLC collectibles.
thank you very much.
Some
for
of
that,
those
compassionate
106
view,
manuscript
Lorna.
pages you can only get on the hardest difficulty,
here's a
but you
little
can't
surprise.
start on the hardest
Famous
difficulty,
writer
so it's at
Alan
least a
Wake
2
just walked in,
playthrough
folks. I'm gonna see if I can
100%.
talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Nightingale's a little too gung-ho about getting the man.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?"
Get him,
Nightingale
Maine.
shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
This trained FBI agent's getting outplayed by a dude in a tweed jacket. We see shinies. Oh, hi, boys. Let me at those shinies. Yeah, there we go. Now I feel like a big, strong man. Fire! Yeah, we got our flares. Turn this generator on so they don't keep respawning. Don't have a whole lot of ammo. Means that we're gonna have to use the flashbangs still. See you later, boys. Oh, I'm not going the right way. How goes the hunt to wake up? We are on the run. The law is after us.
There was no sensible reason
We have
for
not
the power
woke up
company
yet.
work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Try and get the drop on me. No way. The darkness controls the taken. A shotgun. That's a lot of guys. I love this game so much. Amen, dude. It's one of my favorite horror games. I'm very excited to finally be able to play 2 soon. Maybe. And we still have to, after this, we have to do the DLC. Then there's the spin-off game American Nightmare and Control, because Control has a DLC that's all about Alan Wake. We have to do all of that before we can get to 2. Oh. Shit. Damn it. There we go. That was a strong can pyramid. Can't believe I just missed 2 shots point blank. Collectible. The collectibles make me think I need to play this game even more now. Do it. It's really good. Ooh, collectible.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Oh shit, trains? Okay, we're looking real good on ammo. Really, really good on batteries.
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
What the
connection
hell?
had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
What the hell was that about? Treasure. Hey, more flares. There's like a raspy breathing that's not Alan's. There it is. Spook me, boys. You kinda did. The raspy breathing's still there.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Whoa.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Yeah, there are lights on over there. Follow. You got it, boss. I think ideally I'd like to make it through episode 4 today. Next week do 5 and 6 and finish up base game before Christmas. We'll see. I know the episodes get longer, so it might not be possible, but we'll see. We'll try our best.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Oh, whoa! This is definitely not Adam Venture. I should play Adam Venture. Good idea, Fia. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh no. Oh shit.
And a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could
I've
find a
never
car
played
from
Adam.
there.
You've never played Adam Venture? Oh shit. You should play Adam Venture. He makes the world go round. You shouldn't play Adam Venture, I'm lying to you.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
That's all you know about Adam Venture. I've played the game and I think that's all I know about Adam Venture too. Jesus. Oh no. Uh-oh.
And a warehouse of some sort on the opposite
Oops.
shore.
Maybe
I
Alan
hoped
Wake
I could
also
find a
makes the
car
world
from
go
there.
round? Maybe. They could be the same person. Alan Venture? Adam Wake? That was one satisfying thwack to die to. Also, hello there. Hello! Welcome in! Argentium Tenebris, welcome to the Hunters Guild. How are you doing today?
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
I'm trying my best to make it through the spooky bridge. Christ. Good, thank you, just lurking around. Awesome. I'm glad to have you here.
And a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
I think you just said that so flawlessly, and I'm very impressed with you, Arty. Thank you. I'm very good with words. very, very good with words. Typing hard, talking easy? It depends on the day.
The darkness that was pursuing
Sometimes it's
me
flip-flop.
was growing stronger, and it was taking
Sometimes
over
talking hard,
every
typing
inch of
easy.
my
Alright, here's the plan. I'm gonna dip in and just lay all the players we got. I ain't dying today. Flawless. There we go. Oh. One's still left. Two still left? There we go. Zero death swoop. Oh! Is this barrel gonna make you a liar? No, he's not. That was first try.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Ooh, that was a spooky page.
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Thermos. Gimme, gimme. There are a lot of explosives around here. That's why there are a lot of explosives around here. Excuse me, fellas. The normal enemies are no problem. It's just the things that don't have a brain that really muck me up. Oh! Careful. In light, you can hurt them. Thank you, mysterious bioluminescent paint. Oh. Game too scary? Game not scary enough.
We take the facts of our existence
Time for an
granted,
episode of Night
unaware that
Springs.
They're merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode.
It's a good time to
a
get a sip
family
of my
occasion.
Wawa.
Journalist Alvin Durlist's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
I remembered to fill my water bottle again.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr.
Where's
Derleth,
the
we
Adam
don't want to feel
Venture
like we're on
humor I've
exhibition.
heard so much
But you
about?
have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with
I wish Alan would bust out some cool quips like Adam.
Really? Of course, Mr. Derleth. Well, I guess that's the least I... What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
What did you...
What's happening to this man?
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory.
Oh. Oh.
Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit.
Yeah, was that okay with TOS? Night Springs, why are you doing this?
The darkness
So many
surged towards
collectibles
me,
all over the place.
sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Oh, there's a car on the other side of that gate. There's a car on this side of the gate. Normal enemies too? Excuse me. There we go. I got an achievement for surviving that bulldozer attack. That went well. They've got these resupply boxes all over the arena, and I didn't need to use a single one of them during the fight. Can we crawl up here? No. Alan's not strong enough to pull himself up that tiny shoulder-high wall. So it's car time. Cars handle like Dookie in this game. They're not good drives. Slipping and sliding all over the place.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
We don't have a manuscript for Mr. Kidnapper, though.
The coal mine wasn't far now.
Look at those pretty mountains. Surely there's not an evil darkness
Today,
dwelling
I
among
would
them.
meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch
The
at a
way the
straw.
fucking camera
Little by
flips
little,
around.
without realizing it.
That's
I'd come
just...
to believe that the story in the manuscript
I think
was
that
coming true.
the driving
current of its
is
narrative
bad
had taken
because
me
of the
deeper
camera.
and deeper
Like, if
into
you
dark
touch the
waters.
right
Alice had been
stick, it
taken from me.
flips
Barry
around.
was probably in jail.
What's
I
good,
was
bud?
a
What's up,
fugitive from
Eli?
the FBI.
How you
The
doing?
whole
How you,
world
how you
taken over by
doing?
the dark
How you
presence
doing,
was
bud?
trying to destroy me.
How you
It all
doing,
felt
too?
real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Try my best not to touch the right stick. Doing okay? How you been? I've been okay. I've been very sleepy. Work is hectic, so I'm also very sore. But we living. We living. We going to find the kidnapper and get our wife back. That's good, I think. It's not bad.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF.
Oh, I shouldn't walk away from you, Pat.
I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was
Driving like Donkey.
You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use
Driving like I've got a whole fucking bottle of Kraken in me.
Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative.
Oh, he's
here,
not about Kraken
and I
anymore. He's
apologize
about
for that.
Captain, isn't he?
I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now.
I don't know if my internet bad, but the stream be freezing. Uh-oh.
I'm just glad that our sheriff
Is anyone else seeing that?
straighten things out.
Am I dropping
if someone
frames?
I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not
It's freezing
the
on
bad
me for a
guy
second
here.
there, but I think it's better
Godspeed,
now.
son.
Okay.
I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter
A
note,
little bit.
I'll be talking to
How
Dr.
do I
Nelson
know
all
if
morning.
I'm
But
dropping
first, little
frames?
music.
It's not something I've ever had to think about till now. Hopefully it's all good. All recovering now. I'll have to look into how to see your frames later on. So I'm wired into the router now, so it shouldn't be an internet thing. Shouldn't be. Does seem to be better now. Awesome. I think Streamlabs has a thingy, but I have no idea. Hey, man. Seems fine now. Good, 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 good. Oh, another radio.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed
How we
that.
doing? We gotta be close to getting all the radios. Yeah, 2 more radios.
Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding
2
that
more radios, and we'll have our
that
first
soulmate.
collectible category
you
done.
were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's
Chat's a bit
strange
delayed,
because
but that's
I
not a
always
big
pegged
deal.
you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But
I'll
I
have to
think
look into what
love's
caused
where
that.
you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or heck, childish
Anything
even?
else going on in this tower?
Plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything. But what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
We do have a
no.
fishing analogy
What
for
I am
everything.
saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let
There's
me say
the
something
mine.
personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly.
Our
but
wife is
I can't really fit that
supposedly
together
down
with
there.
What I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was, and she.
Pat's getting
I
real.
let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work. I don't know, but well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
Damn, Pat. Our boy Pat's the struggler, for real. Hey, you know what? We just switched cars, but why don't we switch cars again? Because apparently everyone who's ever lived leaves their keys in their cars. Ooh. Another side building. There's gots to be collectibles is in here. Oh. There must be. There has to be. Oh, look at my brain.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment.
That's smart. Harder to lose your keys if they're just in your car.
But Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a
They're
good
thinking
long
in the
look up
future.
the
They're
Wake
20
Road,
years
and
ahead
he
of
liked
us.
what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight.
You'd
but it
never
hadn't
have to do the pocket
Still,
pat down for your
he'd get his
keys on your
chance
way
to
out of
see
the
if
house if
writer
they're
had
always in your
anything
car.
He'd been promised as much.
Hey, is that it for that building? Whoa! Christ. Glad these driving sections aren't too big. That camera's been impeccable.
I was supposed to meet the
Thank
kidnapper at noon in the main building.
I'm
the
a
coal mine was
professional
quiet.
driver,
It was a
man.
museum now.
While there were some earlier residents in the area, the true genesis of the town of Bright Falls came with the founding of the Bright Falls Mining Company and the opening of the Bright Falls Coal Mine in 1878. Although the work was hard and dangerous, many immigrants, Germans, Poles, Italians, Finns, and Swedes, among others, worked the mines. While lucrative at first, the mining steadily declined in the 20th century. The seams were rich but hard to get at, and the volcanic activity in the area made the mine shafts particularly dangerous. Look at all these cool trinkets. There's an axe. Why do they have a normal-ass axe in this mining museum?
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
In 1970, a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake, while relatively minor, caused most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood. 32 miners lost their lives in the calamity, and all mining around Bright Falls came to a final stop. Now, many of the remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks. Where's my wife?
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back, or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me.
Calm
I
down,
was
buddy.
running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by
You
you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello?
I ain't got no
I'm gonna kill him.
manuscript, bud.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
That genuinely made me
It
jump.
was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
They spook me. Page.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Thomas Zane was a writer man just like us. Oh, that was a slick dodge. Where? Oh. Do you kill the things with light? So they have like a darkness shroud over them that you have to burn off with a flashlight first, but then yeah, you do finish them off with a gun. Oh, spooky man up top. So I'm not a total idiot. No. The flashlight is very important. Also, chat caught back up. Awesome. I've never had a delay like that happen, but I guess this is only like my 6th or 7th stream. Uh-oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. We're alive.
What the hell?
What the hell? Don't really know how that works or what exactly happened, but hey, it's fine, so who cares? Hell yeah. Stream hiccup in the past.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building.
Wahoo!
I had to find a
More
way
driving.
to avoid electrocution.
Get out of adventure, smooch the evil face. I can smooch them with the front of my car. That's kind of... Uh-oh. Car broken. I got too fight hungry. I didn't even do it on purpose this time. You know, Alan Wake, he really does make the world go round. Oh, God, Captain Hook. I saw red. I wanted to run them down, and now car broken. Now we have to go back on foot. Oh, the enemy with the hook. I'm a silly man. You know what you calm down to? Aye, aye. Ooh. I really shouldn't have gotten kill hungry. Oh no! Please, give me a working car. You like their cool hats? Me too. I like their cool Russian jogging outfits. Did they just hurl a train car at you? They sure did. They're not holding anything back. Boy, I wish I had my car. Boy, I wish I had my car. Oh no. They really beefed this up, huh? Get these men rid of the mat. Maybe the car is magically fixed? It's really smoking, I don't think so. No. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Haha, you can't get me. Silly train. That was close. That was very close.
Forget your lunchbox.
I was so ready for the "you died" emote. Stay woke, Alan. Welcome back, Midas. Do I have the "you died" or did I forget to add that in? Oh, I must not if you just typed it out and it didn't show up. I don't think you have "you died." I should. I need to fix that ASAP. That's a cool bear. I like him a lot. Everyone disliked that. That's perfect for when Dalkio shows up. I beefed up. I got no, you
Some of the taken
died.
retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
I need Dalkio to show up right now. Where is that boy? What is he up to? Oh. I just missed the tree spook. Oh. I'm so blind.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Alan. I don't think they're standard police equipment either. Oh, it's a drunk Dalkio's mess. Gotta burn it away with the light. Okay, this way's progress. There's gotta be collectibles back this way. I can smell it. I can't smell shit. No collectibles. I was wrong. Okay, Tokyo can't smell shit. Well, that's what it's like. I don't like that feeling. Ooh. Okay. The fog is really dense in that one tiny bit of the path. It's a very spooky fog. It's just that one 10-foot block of the path. That's very scary.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Vaughn!
Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand.
Thank you for the
He
raid,
seemed
King.
unhinged as he gloated.
How was your stream?
Well,
What'd you get up
I've
to?
got you now, Raymond Chandler.
Welcome, Raiders.
It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal
Thank you,
agent.
whoever shouted out VOD. You playing more Dwarf Fortress? What a legend. Vaughn is a legend. He's more than a legend. He's a king. Yeah, baby, dwarves every day. Did you get up to any wild shit in the fortress? Ooh, treasure. So welcome, raiders. I am Artem Ryoshi, the Hunting Guild's #1 hunter. A variety, I guess you could call me a variety streamer. But I'm going to focus more heavily on games with monster hunting, monster collecting, and fishing. Oh, hey fellas. Today we are playing one of my favorite horror games of all time, Alan Wake. Alan Wake? He's a writer. Oh, Adam Venture, sorry. We're playing Adam Venture. He makes the world go round. Finally made Midas's bedroom complete with caged Cyclops. Nice. It is spooky. Very spooky. Welcome in. Welcome in, Space Potatoes. Whoa! Jump King. The caged Cyclops is your wife? What the hell? What the hell? What kind of shit are you into, brother? Am I just doubling back? Yeah, I am. Look, man. Love wins. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you're happy. Even if it is a Cyclops that you've locked up.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
It's canon in my dwarf universe that Midas has a threat of a wife. You'd be the best man in my Cyclops wedding? You know it, brother. I could never turn you down. Oh no, this is progress. I don't want progress. Do you remember that old show, My Big Fat Greek Wedding? I can't say that I do. God, who would ever get married to someone besides Arty in real life would definitely be a threat of a person. That does apply to me too. Look at those dodges. So now the yellow globe is pointing me this way too. Are both ways progress? Does it all just connect back around? Oh! Gotta go now, take care everyone. Bye, Vaughn! Thanks for the raid, King. Have a good night. Sleep well, my king. Oh, whoa, chill out, fellas. I keep mashing square like it's gonna reload every weapon but the revolver faster. You only need to press it once for everything else. This is a good opportunity to get the achievement for 4 kills with 1 flare gun shot. If we can... There we go. Come one, come all. Good achievement. Uh-oh.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
Uh-oh. It's headed for Mirror Peak too.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
Is that true? Does anyone here work the graveyard shift? Does it cause cancer? His wife's name is Alice? Yeah. Yep, it is cancer. Oh, this man, slow down. Let me get my light on you. Little shit. What kind of line is that? Oh, these Taken throw out all sorts of harebrained lines. The very first boss one we encountered was screaming about hot dogs in the woods. He'll never let you forget that the belly burster is his favorite dog. Air Peak, here we come. Good old Double Al.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
But what if it wasn't Alan? What if it was Adam? Nice try, Dark Presence. Throwing a whole ass car at me. Sounds like a short way of saying Adderall.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
You can't be angry at Barry. That's our bear. Gray Peak Gorge. Originally founded in 1928, the Gray Peak Gorge mining town was one of the permanent settlements the Bright Falls Mining Company built for its workers. The nearby graveyard is a testament to the dangers the miners faced on a daily basis. Most of the men who lost their lives over the years here were buried there, a grim reminder to be careful for those who remained. Gray Peak Gorge was abandoned almost overnight when the Bright Falls Mining Company closed its doors in 1970. Ooh, it's a real ghost town up here. Can I get in this thing? I can see in it. Oh, we can get in that one. Or was I just in there? Is that the one I found the thermos in? Yeah, it is. the mapping brain don't work so good sometimes. Is that everything? Well, your ADHD meds aren't Adderall? Dexamphetamine. Is that the stuff that Walt and Jesse cooked up? No, that's methamphetamine. Oh, my brain don't work so good sometime. Oh. That Adam Venture cooks up dexamphetamine, though. Adam Venture's up to all sorts of shit. Ooh, a key? For what? Is it this? It sure is this. Hey, flare gun ammo, you'll love to see it. Oh.
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawled back
Adderall,
upstairs.
I hardly know her all.
I'll
Good
borrow
one,
these things for my
brother.
story. They
That's
ring
why you're the
true.
king of comedy.
They fit.
Can I time out Katarui? Huh? That was a good one. That was peak humor. I don't think I should have switched away from the shotgun. That's okay. Gotta get kills with a little bit of everything for the achievements. It's a mystery how I don't get laid every night with lines like that. Keep throwing lines like that at Cozy, man. Arrow. Where's the arrow?
The kidnapper had sent me a
pointing?
text. The message was full of spelling errors and
This way.
insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Let the man seduce your Cozy. He deserves a little lovin'. Hi, Arty Warty. Hi, Punch.
Birds.
How you doing, boo? Collectively, we are dumb. Yeah. I did see your DM. That game looks very fun, and I think we should play it. I already have my schedule all mapped out for this week, but we could do it next week if you're down. Whoa. Did Alan just go birds and evaporate them with the light of God? Hell yeah. Sometimes I wish I could do this to real birds. Look at him go. Look at him dance. They're God's least favorite birds. Whoa! If we just walk with a flare out. Shine the light of Palor on them. You got it, boss. Oh, you sneaky birds. Nice try. Silly ass birds. Not punches people. Damn. This doesn't look like Mirror Peak. Tunnels go to Cauldron Lake. I don't think Cauldron Lake's where we want to go. We want to go to Mirror Peak.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Alice? You guys are very good name rhymers.
Alice!
Gizmo's trying to say hi. Hi, Gizmo.
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here. The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence.
Damn, that girl can scream. Alice has some lungs on her.
Story they ever told or heard.
Gotta get out of these mines. Oh yeah, let Gizzy speak. The longer it takes to get out of these mines, the stronger my urge to start singing Minecraft parodies. CVBMNXXXXXXXXX. Thank you, Gizmo. Drunk on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie, literally our average Friday.
Even behind
Hell
the
yeah.
closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel.
They don't have to be ghost
Nightingale could
stories.
feel the locals' eyes on him.
We
The
go to
unrelenting
shop.creepyhollows.com, maybe
He
toss
forced it out of his
Mortimer a
mind.
couple
For
20s.
all he knew, they could all be
Be
under
real
Wake's
ghosts.
spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
Gizmo spoke the King's English? Shop.creepyhollows.com should sponsor you. Mortimer, you have my email. Oh. Hello. Hello, little man. Hello, big man. I could shill for them. I will shill for them. Oh no. You already do. Yeah. But imagine, right? Imagine they give me a free Sasquatch, right? How cool would that be? Right? Free Sasquatch in a stone? Or maybe a skunk ape? That'd be cooler. What am I still? Cannot go this way. If we had the spirit of Squatch tethered to this house, we'd be unstoppable. Oh, man. The elephant heist would go so smoothly.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Hey, Yanni boy. Teaming up with Spirit Squatch to jump a river and kidnap an elephant. Man, that'd be the dream. Blaze it through this mine shaft. That ladder goes to nowhere. Oh, okay. Kick it down. Go down and we can raise that up. Arty, what's your most anticipated game right now? Oh, that's a good question. There's a lot of good shit on the horizon. It's a toss-up, I think, between Monster Hunter Wilds, right? But that's so far away. Like, that's 2025. What's closer is Yakuza 8. I'm very excited for that. I should start playing the Yakuza games on stream so I can get to 8. Yeah, that is January. Very excited. I'm also very excited for Persona 3 Reload. That's late February, maybe early February. Be nice to finally have a way to play Persona on a modern console that's not, or Persona 3 on a modern console that's not a visual novel. Can't believe you're gonna beat all the Yakuza games in a month.
Behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge.
That'd be so cool. I'd be missing so much side content though.
Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm
That's
him
what I
down
love
without
about the
success.
Yakuza games.
Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
Why'd Tor do that? What's your most anticipated game right now, Punchy? What's everyone's most anticipated game right now? Hello Kitty Roller Rescue HD Remastered. That's a strong answer.
Another cable car. Just great.
I wish that Hello Kitty Island Adventure had been nominated for Game of the Year. Honestly, Game of the Century, even. Looking forward to Skibbity Battle Toilet Attack. Oh? What the heck is that? I kind of hope it is real Romidus. It is. Is Skibbity Battle Toilet Attack, is that on Steam? Can I hit up the Steam store after this and check out what that's all about? Whoops. I didn't mean to flare gun these boys. Looking forward to Big Walk, yeah! And Hellblade 2. It's been so long since Hellblade 1. But Hellblade 1 was such a good game. Open those eyes, Midas. How are you gonna see when the toilets attack? They're gonna mess you up, dude. Ooh, Black Myth Wukong did look really cool. Oh, and the JJK game. Hell yeah. We're gonna play that one together, Punch. I just let all three of those guys wail on me. We've taken down 50 with flashbangs already. Got that achievement. The JJK game is multiplayer? It should be. It should have PvP. And I think it's a CyberConnect 2 game, and those usually do have some kind of PvP. Cauldron Lake. The 8th deepest lake in the world, Cauldron Lake is a caldera lake formed in a volcanic crater. The volcano itself could be considered to be active, but it has not erupted since the volcanic earthquakes of 1970, and even then the underground activity was comparably mild. Despite some property damage, there were no casualties. Cauldron Lake is one of the most beautiful spots in the Bright Falls area, as well as a central figure in many local folktales. It is a popular recreational area for the area residents. I'm really good at reading. Oh shit, Palworld is next month? Oh shit. That's an RDS game. There's a lot of good stuff on the horizon. Whoa, fellas. Here we go. Oh. Spooky yellow paint. That means there's a treasure chest nearby. So we are loaded on flare gun ammo. And we're gonna need to use it before this episode ends because your loadout gets reset after every episode.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
I don't think we're getting through 2 episodes today. We're still on episode 3. Those first 2 really flew by, and this one's been a long one. Maybe that's because I've had some struggles in combat. Oh, I didn't mean to come down here yet. Be stuck. That's okay. Okay. I miss you, Tom. Tom. CW and TZ. Cynthia Weaver and Thomas Zane. You talked to me on TV, Tom. I miss you, Tom. Did you write this? Tom. I curse you, Thomas Zane. Uh-oh. Oh, I missed it, Tom? Ah, shit. I can't believe I did that. I fucked up, dude. Cool, we are loaded on flares, too. Uh-oh. The Skibbity toilet game is multiplayer? Aw, shit. How many? That might have been a waste of 3 flares. That's okay. There's something very loud passing over our house. What the hell is that?
I could see Cauldron Lake.
We're getting there.
I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it.
It's
It had to be
PvP
a
toilets
boat.
versus cameras.
I was close now. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms eyebrows were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. Had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Wait! That you? Wake?
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
Oh shit, it's the kidnapper.
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make him play ball. You see? To get him writing for us. Please. Please. Oh.
Okay. Alan, you good? Hey, that's a wrap on episode 3. We'll go for a little longer. We're definitely not going to finish episode 4, but go for like half an hour more and then we'll raid into Katarui. Get a sip of my Wawa while the song's playing. All right. Let's dive into 4.
I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was
Episode
eaten
4,
up
let's
by
go,
the dark
hell
presence
yeah.
before it attacked me.
Halfway through base game now.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan.
Hartman,
I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
Episode 4, I adore.
Right
Good
now,
round
it's
punch.
very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have
That's
another
why you're the
episode.
freestyle king.
You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lied.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Alan's been institutionalized.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone
It's
else.
a nice room.
Someone I was watching on television.
It's very cozy.
I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Let me out. Oh, hi, Hartman.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor
I even
is
have
for
my own
patients.
nameplate.
Most of them aren't here right
Shit.
now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
Wait, I gotta check the
This way,
door in
Alan.
that other room. I can get in here. Oh, dude's got a whole ass Xbox? That's not a great TV to play an Xbox on. Even if it is just a 360. That's such a tiny TV. Where are we going, Doc?
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
I don't know, Doc. I don't know. Look at those mountains. What a sight.
I never get tired of this view.
It is a nice
Very
view, Doc.
inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
Alright, lead on, Doc. Is that a
Alan,
page?
what
No,
I'm
it's
telling
just
you is good
a
news.
little block.
Right now we're in control.
Oh, a sign, though.
Every time you have a relapse, it gets
Beyond the
more and more
shadow you
difficult
settle
to
for, there's a
resurface from the
miracle
dark
illuminated.
depths of your
TZ.
imagination.
In the
Not
memory of a dear
surprising,
friend and a
considering
poet.
your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I
I
can't
dug
do
my
it
nails
by
into the
myself
palms of my
now.
hands to stay
You
focused.
need to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
He really is a talker.
Come along. Let's go inside.
It's a nice lodge.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great
Me too.
outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
What's this silly guy up to?
Scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's
Guy
Emerson.
kind of looks like
We're actually
JRC.
making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
He's just missing the flame
video
beanie.
games. It's trash, of course, but it does involve some small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic
even
methods.
No kidding.
Swinging his arms around like JRC did while he was playing chess. He even acts like him. What's this lady up to? She's having a grand
Come
time.
on, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Oh, another sign? Where? Oh, here. Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and/or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' needs for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by their creative process. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems, and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored. Where'd my voice go? Tailored for you. Engagement therapy and its sister method, the flow, work best when you are actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them. Oh shit.
My rheumatism's killing me.
It's the old gods of
There's a
Asgard.
storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even
saw them.
adopted new
We saw
first
them
names
perform.
to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
They look pretty fly for
Oh,
grandpas.
that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro?
gotta go to the farm. The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Thanks, Grandpas.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words. My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Return to my room. Okay.
Good thing he's not overreacting or anything.
Thermos?
May need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
The doors were locked. Hartman and the nurses would have keys, but there was no way to get my hands on them.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? The typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Oh, okay, we'll give it a shot. Oh,
something's
another
wrong.
TV.
I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Oh shit. Can't go this way yet. Oh, another thermos.
For them. I take 2 pills every morning and
Okay, let's give this writing thing a shot, shall we?
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I don't know.
Hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so
Hartman
weak
had mentioned
now,
that the power had been
are
acting
we?
up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key. Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Oh, that man better not hurt my bear.
It's my storm. I'm taking it.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
They really messed that nurse up.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the
What if Alan stuck his fingers in the spinny thing? What if he let the intrusive thoughts win?
At all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And
That'd be pretty cool.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake.
I love the
What
lore.
would you say to
Amen.
him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Oh, we got another one.
Rudolph Lane's case
I see
is
a
interesting.
page over there, too.
He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark.
Is this all Rudolph's stuff?
Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not
Kinda
so much
scary.
a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered
I
the
like this
existence
one on the
of such a
table.
role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings
Is that a rat?
are informative.
Is that a rat or
At
a
least
cat?
he's easily controlled and useful. I
Oh,
wish
it could
I
be a
say
bat.
the same
But I'm gonna
about
go with
Wake.
rat. Rats
It's
are cooler.
frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Well, we got another.
Not buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too.
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How would your fragile little patience like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Nightingale. Get this page.
Hartman wasn't happy. Maude could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Oh, Mott was on Hartman's payroll, huh? Interesting.
Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna do your crazy quack ass to shreds.
Is that our bear?
Barry?
There's my bear.
About time! Barry, man, am I glad to see you.
We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found...
Oh, sorry, Bear. I didn't mean to cut you off like that.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Damn, Alan. With a smile on his face, too. That's cool.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. The dark presence would be
okay,
on
we
me
got a
in
checkpoint.
moment. I had to find a way out.
Which is perfect. Because I think that we are going to wrap it up here. And we're going to raid into Katarui. So thank you, everyone who joined me tonight, came to hang out and enjoy the spooky show. Thank you so much, Vaughn, you king, for raiding and bringing your cool friends in to me. No stream from me tomorrow. So tomorrow, anyone who is here and doesn't follow either of them, go follow my cool best friends, Midas and Fia, because they are both streaming tomorrow. I believe, Fia, you're doing Paranorma site, right? And I don't know what Midas is doing tomorrow, but he is streaming tomorrow. So we will be back on Thursday for some more Monster Hunter Stories 2. You can join my Discord if you have not, to keep up to date with my schedule. Just hang out with the crew, hang out with your fellow hunters. You can also follow me on Twitter to also keep up to date with my schedule. Look, I got all the links working this time. Ain't that neat? So we are going to /raid, not !raid. We are going to raid into my buddy, my boy, my golden king. Thank you all again for joining me tonight. I had a blast. I'm very excited to dive into more Alan Wake next week. But until then, I will see you all on Thursday. Bye-bye.